I've been using SprayNGrow probably, I can't even tell me how many years I've been using it. I got started when we aired it once, and I saw some of the before and afters of what SprayNGrow does, and I learned the technology behind it. But I had a basil plant that I could not grow. It just would not grow, and I'm like, basil's supposed to be easy. I sprayed SprayNGrow on it. It doubled in size in 2 weeks. And I was sold. I use it on everything. I use it on my gardenias, I use it on my tomatoes, I use it on all my plants. It is not a fertilizer, per se, like that goes into the soil. You spray it directly on the plants, on the fruit, on the veggie, on the leaves. It absorbs it through the stomata of the plant, and it gives the plant what it needs to grow bigger, fuller, richer, sweeter tomatoes, better vegetables. Your output is going to be huge. It was developed for professional farmers and made available to you and I so that our radishes look like the ones on the right instead of the ones on the left. And that's not a trick photography. That's the same piece of wood with radishes grown with SprayNGrow and without. What we're offering today, we have every size available, which never happens, okay? If you want to try it out, I have the 16 ounce. If you love it and you want a little more, I've got the 32. If you want to go the 64, I have that as well. And if you want the gallon, which is the best deal, I have the gallon, a little bit mixed in water is all you do. All of it is on FlexPay. It is a customer pick. Read the reviews. I'm going to show you all these before and afters. But to me, it is the key to not just getting a good garden, but getting a great garden. And I mean tomatoes that are going to be, you know, as big as softballs. I'm talking about watermelons that you could, you know, that are this big. I mean, you can, it's just absolutely amazing. And remember, not just size, flavor, aromas if they're flowers, it's unbelievable. Carrie Mobley is standing by. She is our wonderful garden girl, garden gal, and she's hanging out with us today. SprayNGrow literally has changed the way people garden out there, Carrie.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I like to call it green thumb in a bottle.
Yes.
As a professional gardener, people tell me all the time, oh, I have a brown thumb, I kill everything. Well, hold on a second, because you need to understand that what Bill Muskoff, who is the creator, the chemist, the gardener of SprayNGrow, realized that while your plants do need fertilizer, a lot of that they can get from the soil. But these 17 micronutrients, these, the vitamins for your plants, that's what will give you that more, bigger, and better that we guarantee. So really easy to make, right? It's a concentrate, so you just mix it in any spray bottle, rinse it out really well, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you spray it on the plants themselves, the leaves, the fruits, the vegetables. It soaks in through something called the stomata, which is actually like the little pores on your skin. Plants have them too. It's up to 10 times more effective than feeding through the roots. And what that gives you is that more, bigger, better. You can see she's doing it right here. We also have a power sprayer, but I just want to tell you why this works. Now, foliar feeding is one thing, but these vitamins for your plants, they bring them to the full potential that they're meant to be. Maybe you have a plant that's only had 1 or 2 blooms. Spray it with SprayNGrow. Once every 2 weeks, once a week. These will last you and last you. It's totally non-toxic. And those pictures you were showing, Guy, those were sent in by customers. We didn't even ask for them at SprayNGrow, but they were so impressed. Probably after years of not being successful as a gardener, and after using SprayNGrow, you have results like this. Look at those lilies.
Look at
this roses. I mean, anything that's green and grows. How adorable. Fruits, vegetables. And you can spray it right on the fruits and vegetables because it's non-toxic. Now, if you are one of our many, many fans, you know that SprayNGrow is the end-all be-all for that green thumb in a bottle. But if not, I want to tell you a couple other things as we look through. Look at all those tomatoes.
Yeah.
Can you even imagine seeing that?
And look at the richness, you know, even in the variegated plants, you see it. Maybe many of you are raising succulents. It works on anything. I mean, honestly, what I love about it is it's going to take your garden to the next level. Look at this. There's a kid in there. Look at the size. Oh, there's a kid in there. It's like a little garden gnome. Look at him.
Those are very inexpensive plants. So maybe you just decided to do a small bed with some flowers in it. Maybe you've done it in the past and you were disappointed. Maybe with all this time you've spent at home, you've really started to put some time and energy into your outdoor space. As a gardener, I'm telling you, I know how much time and money and energy goes into it. And then you're left kind of disappointed. We scientifically have proven that SprayNGrow, this concentrate, will give you more, bigger, and better. More fruits and vegetables, bigger, juicier fruits and vegetables. You know, it actually intensifies the sugar content of your fruits and vegetables, so they're going to be sweeter and tastier. Yeah. Because it's non-toxic, you can spray it right on the plants themselves, and we guarantee it. No matter if you get just a little trimey,
you got to try it. Yeah.
Guaranteed to the bottom of the bottle. You've got nothing to.
No, and you know, we show you these pictures, and all these are written by customers. So I actually have the information on the back. Look at these blueberries. There's a guy named, I think it's a guy, says Lee Hodges. He's a commercial berry grower, okay? This is what he does for a living. And he says, I've used SprayNGrow on my blueberries for years. They're big, they're beautiful. Other growers ask, what do you do to those berries? So that's a professional. Look at the garden settings here. Whoop, look at that. I mean, look at that home. That is beautiful, and it's all the flowers, and it's using SprayNGrow. I will go through picture after picture, and I will show you. They are amazing. Here's one of my favorites coming up. Look at this. Look at the size. Those are 14-inch peppers. This is a guy that this is from Bruce. He's a PhD in Michigan. And he says, hey, I've been raising hot peppers for nearly 30 years. These are the biggest cayenne peppers I've ever grown. This is the first picking off 12 plants. 2 in the front are both over 14 inches. The average pepper length is over 10 inches. It's the first time I've ever used SprayNGrow. I am impressed, to say the least. This is a guy that grows them. All right, these are real growers. Look at these. I mean, gorgeous. Look at the hydrangea. Look at the size of that. I mean,
right? Yeah, and that's what it does. I mean, look at the borders of that. This works on houseplants too. I actually love to tell people you can use this year round on your houseplants. If you get cut Christmas trees, you spray it right on that Christmas tree when you get it home. It's going to make it last longer. So easy to use. You just spray it right on. We recommend once every 2 weeks. I got to be honest with you, it works so well and it won't harm your plants at all that I use mine once a week. And, you know, I actually have found that it works incredibly well on grass as well.
Yeah.
And it's so, you know, I'm a fruit tree gardener. I have like a virtual orchard at my house. And when I realized that, it was because the grass underneath all of my fruit trees was so rich and lush and dark and healthy. And I thought, well, of course, anything that's green and grows. And we guarantee it. I know you guys are offering a really, really great 90-day return. But what we say at SprayNGrow is if you use this whole bottle, and this is going to last you for at least a season or two. Remember, it's a concentrate. If you use the whole thing, you can send it back for a full refund. We can only do that because we know it works.
Yeah.
And this is the best price. Right now, right here on HSN, this is the best price that you will be able to find it anywhere. And wait, you were showing the peppers? I want to show you. This is my cabbage. Look at it. It's bigger.
Look at that.
Isn't that awesome? That's great. And I actually just pulled it out. And you know who I gave it to? I gave it to Jim Runkle.
Nice.
Yeah, he loved
that's
it.
good. You can make a nice cabbage. You can make coleslaw. All right, well, let me show you again what we got. The big gallon is the best value as far as price, because you get, you know, when you buy the bigger, you get a little bit of a discount. We also have available in the 64. I have it in the 32, and I have it in the 16. If you've never tried it before, I would try either the 32 or the 16. If you've used it before, go the gallon, because you know you're going to use it. Here's why I get the gallon. A lot of people mix it in and they use it on their grass, because it makes their grass greener, healthier, fuller, especially if they have patchy areas. You know, your grass is asking for something if it's getting dried out and it's not getting the nutrients it needs. This is the way to do it, all right? Grab this stuff. You can find power sprayers here at hsn.com. If you want to grab a power sprayer, I recommend. Treating it is this easy. Take it, spray it, hit every blossom, hit all the green. There's one. hit your tree. I spray this right on my tomatoes, Carrie, and my tomatoes love it. They're sweeter and they're juicier than ever before. Remember, this was invented by for farming. I mean, this was invented for people that needed great yield of their product. And we brought it here to HSN thanks to the Muskov family, and they brought it to us. Look at this shot. Now, if there was a for sale sign in front of that property, you know how many people would be stopping based on just how beautiful the landscaping is? If you love tomatoes, you're gonna get big, juicy, delicious tomatoes. Look at this, more flowers. If you love just flowers, they're gonna be beautiful. This is from Donna in Virginia. This is from Carl in California. One of my favorite ones. Here we go, you ready? I'll let Carrie tell you what we're looking at. Go ahead, Carrie.
Yeah, this is great, you know. People want to know, does this really work? Well, we had one of our customers who knew it worked. So he had his gardening buddy neighbor. He actually thought he was a better gardener. And so the guy said, all right, let's have a little friendly competition. They have the exact same seed pack. Well, what our customer had was that green thumb in a bottle, that secret weapon, which is SprayNGrow. That is the difference. The one on the... Well, listen, and the one on the left is like, oh, good job, man. You did it. You did a great job. But
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, those are ridiculous. And if you love, like, I love tomatoes because my dad used to run out in the garden and eat tomatoes. He wouldn't even bring them in the house. He'd eat them right out there in the garden because he said they were so good. If you love tomatoes, perfect. If you love squash, if you love, if you're growing corn, whatever it is, you can use it on anything. And remember, it's not a fertilizer. It's a way to feed your plants through the leaves and through the fruit and the skin of the plant itself. Look at the size of those tomatoes. That's a tennis ball. Look at that. I want to show you the largest leaf of basil I've ever seen. Look at the size of that leaf of basil. And no, this is not a clip from the movie Cocoon. That is actually a pumpkin. Look at the size of that, Carrie Mobley.
No, it's a watermelon. It's a watermelon.
Or a watermelon. What did I say? Pumpkin,
yes.
watermelon.
So, guy, this is an American company. It is made right here in the USA. And when it comes to that big size, I want to let you guys know, SprayNGrow doesn't have a shelf life. It's not going to expire. So if you're thinking to yourself, man, what have I been using? The best deal is going to be the big one. But remember, you don't have to worry about it going bad. I will tell you, once you mix it up, we do recommend you use it in about 3 hours or so because those micronutrients come to life with that warm water. But if you don't mix it, this will have no shelf life. It will last you forever and ever. So easy to use. You mix it in with some warm water. You can use that spray bottle. We have sprayers available as well. Spray it right on the leaves and just watch your plants thrive. We guarantee it. It's non-toxic. And it is the secret of what I'm sitting in front of in my own garden right now.
You know, I just love how easy it is. Honestly, you put a little bit in some water, and you just give it a little shake, couple of tablespoons, and then you just go out and you just spray. It's very relaxing. And then when you watch what happens within a week or so, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this was such a worthwhile investment. You got nothing to lose. If it does not work for you, return it. SprayNGrow lives and dies and breathes by their reputation. You'll see the reviews. It's always a customer pick. Carrie, I'm going to show my favorite landscape picture. And you know how much I love this picture.
I know the one you're talking about.
You know the one, I want you to look at this house. This is in South Carolina. And this is Carol from Myrtle Beach. She talks about her petunias. She said, we have the best flower beds in the neighborhood. Look at that. Look at that house. I mean, to me, I would drive by, I'd stop just to look at the landscaping on that house. And she used it on everything. She says, thank you guys for a wonderful product. And then finally, look at the color of these peppers. I mean, look at that. Not just the color, but the taste. And I mean, the flavor is amazing. Look at the difference in this. Look at the zucchini. Which zucchini would you rather own? I'd rather have that one.
I swear, Guy, you and I, we could talk about SprayNGrow for the next 3 hours, and we'll be jumping over each other because we both know it works. It's the best deal you can get anywhere. Easy to use. The results are guaranteed.
You're going to love it. Grab one of the bottles. I don't care which one. Try it out. Get a small bottle. If you love it, get a big bottle.